All right, all right, all right. Let's go. Let's go. So, first long form video. I've just been posting shorts, but you seen the title. So you keep getting ghosted, huh? You keep getting ghosted. Listen, man. Listen. I'm finna break this shit all the way down. Listen, man. So in this video, I'm gonna just give you a quick description. I'm gonna go over a few main points, and then we gonna hop into an article that's gonna back this shit up, because I don't want people to think I'm just talking out of my ass. I study this shit. I practice this shit daily, and I still have failures and successes, but I have learned so much, and I know what works. I know what works. So if you keep getting ghosted by women, chances are, my nigga, the chances are you are not aware of these. It's four crucial principles that you need to maintain the attraction of a woman, right? There are a certain set of behaviors that, like, in the eyes of a woman are very, very valuable, and like in her core, like deeply, innately, like naturally, they make her feel like you, me, and all the other dudes that have gotten ghosted in the past could be the one. But in a lot of cases, and I gotta say, but in a lot of cases, as men, we ruin our chances with a lot of the women that we've created great first impressions with from the jump, because we're coming from a place of desperation and neediness. Because as men, we don't have true abundance. We have to create our abundance. Women have true abundance. So as men, right? Here's the cheat code. As men, we must understand the POV. What's the POV? The point of view of a woman. We must understand that. And I say that because just like us, just like men, we want to fuck. Women want something too. Women want something too. And it's our responsibility to figure out what the fuck they want, so we can get what we want, all the while holding our celebrity status within the relationship. And I'm going to talk more about celebrity status later. And so now let's get to the dating coaches real quick before we get started. A problem with a lot of the dating coaches in the game right now is that they don't dive deep enough into the problems that women have in the dating game. Like the whole red pill community, man, this shit is all like narcissistic and like, manipulative and all of this shit. And it don't have to be that way. It's like they need, like, if we were to look at a woman's problems and, dive and see what she's dealing with, we can reverse engineer ourselves right into her heart. And it was once I truly understood the problems that women are having with men in dating right now, it helped me understand what behaviors are attractive to women. So if understanding their POV, their problems help me become more successful, I know for a fucking fact it can help you too. And I'm telling you, bro, I'm fucking telling you, it ain't nothing more fulfilling and rewarding to be able to have the confidence to meet a woman anywhere and get her to fall in love with you. That is creating true abundance for yourself. So let's get right into this information. Like I said, I gave a little quick description. I'm gonna get into about 4 main points, and then we're gonna hop right into this article, right? So question: Why would a girl ghost you? There's only two reasons. Number one, she was never interested in you. She just gave you her number to get you the fuck up out of her face. Number two, you ruined your celebrity. Those are the only two reasons you get ghosted. She was never interested, or you ruined your celebrity. So the main point, number one, you have to, and I gotta stress this, you have to, when you meet a woman, you have to create a great first impression. You have to create a great first impression. For example, I love to meet women wherever I'm at. I could be on the way to work and I'll meet a woman. So for example, I'm driving, I see this fine ass little light skin, thing that I like. So I pop my shit and I tell her to get in the car. So she gets in the car and she tells me she has to go to work. So I said, okay, I'm gonna take you to work. She was like, okay. So I took her to go get some breakfast in the morning. I bought her some little snacks with like $5. We had good conversation, good connection, good chemistry. We had some laughs. We shared some things about ourselves. I educated her on some things, all within about an hour. So that's a great first impression. Nothing else will work. If you do not create a great first impression, she will not have those feelings for you. All right? So the main point number two that I want to make is always maintain your celebrity, right? Think about your favorite celebrity. Think about your favorite celebrity, right? Say it's a bitch, right? Say my favorite celebrity bitch right now. Who's my favorite celebrity bitch? One of these little, let's say Ice Spice. She's sexy as a motherfucker, right? Say I messaged Ice Spice, and Ice Spice, she hit me up. She responded to my DM, right? But then what if me and Ice Spice got into an exchange? I'd be like, oh shit, I'm finna fuck this bitch. Why do I say that? Ice Spice, in that example, she ruined her celebrity by going back and forth with me too frequently, too fast. She ruined her celebrity. I already established in my mind, I said, oh, I got this bitch. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times, men, we get a girl's number and we immediately ruin our celebrity. We texting the girl all day. We on the phone with her all day. We're not giving her no space to breathe. We're not giving ourselves no space to breathe. We're not working on nothing in our lives. We don't got shit going on. And she has become our main focus because she's so cute. And she can feel that energy. And that's why she distances herself. And the more you chase, the more she skates. Always remember that. The more you chase, the more she skates. All right, so main point number 3. Gradually increase your intention, affection, and the time you give her. So when you first meet a woman, so for example, in the example that I gave you with the woman that I met while I was driving, all in all, we had one phone call and we've had about 3 text exchanges since I've met her. And this is on purpose because in my life right now, I got shit that I got to deal with. I have shit that's on my mind. I need time for me. I need time to focus on what I love to do, which is make videos like this. So she is not my main focus. So yeah, I am ignoring her, but I'm not ignoring her with ill intentions. I'm ignoring her to make sure that I can make sure I'm okay. And I'm going to get to her when I get to her. I'm going to gradually give her more of my attention, affection, and my time as she proves herself. and as we get to know each other. I'm not gonna just run into this pretty bitch and give her all of me like everybody else do. She's not going to feel like, oh, this could be the one, because he coming from a place of desperation and neediness from the jump. Right? So last point, number 4, before we get into the article. I don't want this shit to be too long, man. I can go on all day. But look, main point, number 4. With all of the shit that I just said, it is so motherfucking easy to get into a habit of ignoring a bitch and feeling some type of way when she pulls back. It's like, how are you going to create a great first impression with a woman? You maintain your celebrity, but you're not gradually increasing the amount of attention, affection, and time that you're giving. As a woman, they want something, and what they want to see is, they want a gradual progression. They want to see, is he giving me more of his time and attention? And they notice things like when they give up pussy on a first date and then we go cold. That makes them wonder. But you never want to go too far off the deep end. So you want to make sure that you create great first impressions. You always maintain your celebrity, but you don't get caught in the habit of ignoring the girl, thinking that just ignoring her is going to make her like you more, because that's going to run her way. She's going to push back, she's going to pull back, and she's going to wait for you to contact her again. See what I'm saying? So now, let's hop into this article. And I want to go through this article because it's, like I said, through female problems, through seeing what they go on Google to search for, seeing through what they go to YouTube to search for, we can understand the behaviors that they find attractive, the behaviors that fill up their mind. They're not worried about the behaviors of a desperate and a needy man who has ruined his celebrity the first day he's met her. No, they like more of a mental challenge. So women, they Google things like, this is why he's not texting you back. So now, we have to just, like I said, we can reverse engineer our way into the pussy. Or whatever your goal is, right? And whatever your goal is, you want to do your best to communicate that with her too. Because, you want to be honest. You don't want to be a liar. A part of manhood is being honest, right? But, so what type of man, right, will, like, so this is how we start to make progress. We ask ourselves questions. What type of man is not texting a girl back? Before we even get into the article, keep that question in your mind. What type of man is not texting a girl back? All right. So, and how to get over anxiously waiting by the phone. Oh man, see this. All right, I don't think I'm gonna ever get finished this article. I might have to chop this up into a couple videos, because. So, how to get over anxiously waiting by the phone. See now, women. Before I go further, women, they're not like us. Men, we are very purpose driven. We have a life. 89% of women outside of their work, they have no life. Their phone is their life. And if you could be the man that, holds himself back just a little bit, you're going to consume her mind, because her life is her phone and her phone is her life. And if you have created a great first impression with this girl and you are not contributing to her life, she's going to think about you. So that's just something to think about. But I'm going to try not too hard to interrupt. But so when it comes to dating, texting can be your best friend or your worst enemy. It could be exciting texting with someone you really into, especially if the conversation is flowing and you feel like it's bringing you closer together. But to expect a text that never comes can be a legit nightmare. Listen to this sentence. But to expect a text that never comes can be a legit nightmare. Do you hear that? So if you are maintaining the celebrity status with your bitch, let's break this down for the niggas. If you maintain a celebrity status with your bitch, you not texting her back when fast enough because you busy living your life. Maybe say you wait a day to text her back. That's a nightmare. She's going to be like, what? Nobody does this. He must be the one. If you really like for that guy you're into to text you, if you've been waiting by your phone and it hasn't made a beep, this is probably why. He's legit bad at texting. It seems odd that these days anyone would be bad at texting, but it happens. I have personally met a few people who hate texting, but who will take a look. Oh wait, people will take a look at a text and think I'll get back to them later, and legit forget to actually type a response until they receive a follow-up text. That doesn't make them evil, although by today's standards, it does make them a bit rude. Some people are capable of turning off their phones or ignoring them for hours as they concentrate and get work done. Amazing, right? I think so. As a consequence, text may go unanswered for hours or even days. And I know that's me. Sometimes I just don't even be in a mental space where I want to text back. I got so much shit that I'm dealing with. I got bills to pay. I'm an entrepreneur, so I got my own anxieties and things that I'm dealing with in that aspect, to where I need personal space to make sure that I'm okay. And women understand that. They understand that. It goes on to say, before you rule someone out for taking hours to text you back, make sure they don't fall into either a bad texter or really focused on work categories. He's self-absorbed and emotionally unavailable. Now, there's bad at texting and there's self-absorbed and emotionally unavailable. Now, I'm not going to go into all of this, but this section basically is talking about the niggas that, like I just described earlier, where you have a great first impression and then you just ignore the bitch. You can't do that. That's not how women, like, you can't move with a woman like that. Like, if you like her, you know what I'm saying? But you can't be just playing like you don't like her just so you make her do all the investment, because you're not finna get what you really want if you're not initiating and showing manhood. Because a big thing with women is initiating, and you'll see that in here. But I'm not gonna read that. So he's self-absorbed and emotionally. So all this is saying basically, you know, he playing games and, you know, he's self-absorbed basically, right? And this one, I'm not gonna read this either. It just says he's not that into you. And a lot of times, sometimes this is true, but for majority of men, a lot of men struggle to even get past, to even get here. See what I'm saying? For like, a lot of guys don't experience not being into a woman. A lot of guys just experience a lot of rejection. Makes sense? But, and then in this section, they talk about texting too much, right? So like I mentioned previously, you can be on the extreme side and text her too much, or you could be on the extreme side, like I mentioned previously, and not text her at all, thinking that you're doing something. You want to find the perfect balance between giving her just the right amount of affection, attention, and time for the stage of dating that you are at. See what I'm saying? Let's take a little toke break on that one, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back into this, right? So this just goes in to say that people text too much. Woo, woo, woo. Now, how to stop checking text. All right. So look, this is how women feel when you don't text them back. It says how to stop anxiously checking your phone once and for all. How to get off the hamster wheel of texting and anxiously checking your phone to see if you got a reply. How to stop wasting precious mental and emotional energy wondering if he'll text you today or not. See, that's the problem. She's not wondering if you're going to text her today or not. She knows you're going to text her. That's your problem right there. She knows for sure that you're going to contact her today. That's your problem. You ruined your celebrity. Your celebrity is ruined. Women don't feel that way over people they got. Women want to get. They don't want to have it on a silver platter. They want a man that's hard to get because men are easy to get. Like women are hard for us to get. We love women that are easy to get, but they hard. Wait, that didn't make sense. But that didn't make sense. I was going somewhere with that. But women want a man that's hard to get because hard to get women go to Google and YouTube to find answers on how to get them. Duh. You know what I'm saying? And I wish a lot of dating coaches would do what I'm doing right now. I've never seen this shit done. I've never seen a dating coach come on a bitch, type in a bitch's thoughts and see what a bitch is thinking. I've never seen that. Next section goes on to say, stop pinning your happiness on a text. Women pin their happiness on a text from a man they like, from a man who has celebrity status in her life. Seriously, get a life, because women don't have lives. Their lives are their phones. Their lives are BLK. Their lives are Instagram. Their lives are TikTok. Their lives is all the attention-getting sources. But you ruining your celebrity because she's getting, her happiness comes from her phone and text messages. And you are diluting your celebrity with every text, every pointless text that you send. Let's keep going. I get it. Receiving that reminder that you're someone special is thinking about you is thrilling. But let's be real for a minute here. How boring is your life that a text is the highlight of your day? This is 98% of women. 98% of women feel this way. The average woman feels this way. To stop anxiously waiting by the phone, get busy living. Women really have to come on. See, this is what women have to do. And when you understand what women have to do, it teaches you how to behave. Let's go on to the next section. It says, stop expecting a text to validate you as a person. Your text, your celebrity text in her life validates her as a person. You just contacting her, the act of contacting her validates her as a person. So why would you just give all of that to her right away? She wants to long for you. She wants to desire for you. She wants space from you to miss you. She wants to feel like this. She wants to challenge her figuring it out. Don't deprive her from that. Let her have that. Women don't have shit these days, bro. I mean, it may seem like it, but they really don't, bro. Women really live horrible lives, bro, filled with emotion, pain, and drama. Let them long for you. Don't deprive them of that, bro. Don't deprive them of that. You dig? Perhaps they don't think you two are a good match, but that doesn't make you wrong or unlovable or unworthy. So here it is, you're getting ghosted, but in her mind, for the guy that she really likes, he thinks they're not a good match. Her mind is on the man that makes himself less available. That's why you keep getting ghosted. You're making yourself too available. The fact that one person you like doesn't like you back, they haven't texted you in 2 weeks. Wake up, it's over. Doesn't mean you won't ever find. Now, it's not good to go 2 weeks without texting a girl. I would never do that. But when's the last time you went 2, 3, 4 days without texting a girl? I got like 3, 4 girls on red right now. Just because I don't want to text back. And I don't care. It's because I said so. I don't want to text back. I don't feel like it. It ain't no game behind it. I'll get it to it when I get to it. I got shit to do. Are you going to put money in my pockets? No. It's simple as that. Take back control and be a man. So now, in this section, here is what a woman will do. Here is what women do when a man they like is not contacting them. But she's not doing this for you. She's ghosting you. But she's okay. Women ghost you when they don't like you. But women will also ghost you if you're ghosting them. Right? It's the extreme. She don't like you. You can't do nothing about that. But now say you implement the 4 steps that I laid out for you today. And say now you just getting started and you don't really have a good idea of how you should really move. You don't really have a strategy. And so say you get into the habit like I used to and just ignore a girl for weeks at a time. You're going to lose her. She's going to ghost you and wait for you to contact her. And this is what this section says. It says come up with the criteria you're comfortable with. Mine is 2 weeks. It's a simple test. I'll stop texting someone, and if they don't text me in 2 weeks, they're out. I'll get over them and I move on. See, women, look at this. It's a simple text. If a man, what does it say? She said, I'll stop it's a simple text. I'll stop texting someone, and if they don't text me in 2 weeks, they're out. So the guys, what this subtly says underneath the surface is the guys that they're really interested in are really not giving them the attention that they want. And this gets back to the main point, number 3, is giving them gradual amounts of your attention, affection, and your time. You want to gradually give them more so they can wonder why. You got to keep women just a little bit insecure and wondering why. So they go to Google and search for answers. I don't leave a question for them to answer or open conversation they can still contribute to. I close the subject and wait for them to come up with a new one. I've experienced this recently. I want to see how long it takes for them to miss me, to miss talking to me, and whether or not they're interested enough to reestablish contact. And 2 weeks is an extremely generous deadline. Yours can be whatever you want. If you don't want to be in a relationship with someone who can easily go days without talking to you, then make yours 24 hours. It really is up to you. Just make sure you can take them off your mind and stop expecting anything from them once they blow the deadline. Right? So, yeah, man. Women want something too. Now, and this section is funny. This section is funny. So basically, right here, here's a guy that she met, right? She said this is a choose people who choose you. This is a lesson I've learned from my recent Tinder success. How to choose guys who choose me. This is a cat. This whole section is a cat, and I'm gonna show you why. I was really into a guy I met. We had a lot in common, and it seemed like we were getting along. We went on a couple of dates. He checked off a lot of the boxes that matters to me. He has a job. He has his own place. He didn't go 2 weeks without texting me. He came up with date plans and is also divorced. All right, so right here, this simple little paragraph tells you just some behaviors that women are looking for. They're looking to go out on dates. They're looking for you to have a job. They're looking for you to have your own place, and they're looking for you to not go more than 2 weeks without texting. But they don't want you to be in too of a rush, but they don't want you to go too long. See what I'm saying? They want you to be balanced, and they want you to come up with date plans and be single. This is so much game right here, because through a woman's problems, you can understand the type of man that she is looking for. All your ghosting issues will be solved if you just take a step back and maintain your celebrity. That's all you got to do. That's your only problem, bro. It's just you moving too fast because you're coming from a place of desperation. If you just take a step back, don't be in a rush to make plans, go out, create a first great impression, and give her some space, and then next time you contact her, set a plan. It's simple. It's simple. She says, match made in heaven. I could already see us hanging out on a more regular basis, either at his place or mine. I could see us getting comfortable around each other, sharing real intimacy, but none of that came true. He started failing to text me back and stopped texting me first at all. Whenever we made plans to see each other, he either canceled them last minute or tried to divert them into the Netflix and chill at his place. So basically, what this guy did was he played the game until he fucked, and then he just wanted to fuck. Right? This was this guy's strategy. He was living his life. You know, he took her out on a couple dates. He didn't go 2 weeks without texting her. And he just wanted to fuck. And sometimes a woman, she might not be with that. You understand? So some women, this is where you'll have some women longer than others, because you got to remember, if your goal is not to be in a relationship with a girl, she's a ticking time bomb. You see what I'm saying? So, like, a woman really wants a relationship. So if you play the game, you're gonna get the pussy, but she might not stay around as long as you want her to stay around, because she wants a commitment. That's what all women want. We want pussy. Women want commitment. But this article is still a cat, and I'm gonna show you why. I'm all for ending the night in bed, but I still like to think I'm worth the trouble of being taken out somewhere first. I'm all for domesticity and intimacy at home, but I'd like for us to work our way there, not skip stages like a couple fourth graders playing hopscotch. After about 2 weeks of essentially no contact, I decided to give it one last try. I told him how much I liked him. I made it clear that I'd be interested in seeing him again. He said that if it were up to him, we'd definitely go out again. It's been about a week and I'm still waiting for him to ask me. Scratch that, I'm not waiting anymore, since I've been going out with the guys that do bother to ask me. Instead of waiting around for someone who's clearly emotionally unavailable, I've been engaging with men who actively seek my company. I've been choosing men who choose me, and it has been awesome. That's the cat. That's the cat. She says, instead of waiting around for someone who's clearly emotionally unavailable, I've been engaging with men who actively seek my company. I've been choosing men who choose me, and it has been awesome. That's a cat. because she gave a whole example about a nigga that she really liked. And then when she said now she choosing men who choose her, she ain't give no examples. She ain't give no example of a guy. She said, I'm just choosing men who choose me. And it's awesome. That shit ain't awesome. No, what she really wants is a guy who doesn't really give her that much interest. But if you really want to keep a girl, you just keep her interested. You live your life, you do the things that you want to do, take a few days off, but maintain your interests. Plan dates. You know, if you haven't talked to her in 2 or 3 days, maybe call her and say, hey, look, I got a few minutes and it was just on my mind. I just wanted to say, hey, you know what I mean? And by you doing that, what you're doing is, in her eyes, you are being everything that she wants. You are being the one, and the power is in your hands. You have control. You have control, my man. So look, I really hope, bro, look, I really hope y'all got some value out of this shit, man. Because this is my life, bro. I study this shit. I live this shit every fucking day. And every day I learn something new. Every day I have a new revelation. And it's easy for me to just make these videos because it's life. You know what I'm saying? It's shit that I study. And I want everybody to feel how I feel. It's true abundance. Where you could feel no type of way about texting a girl back. You get to it when you get to it, knowing that she's still gonna be there. It's so counterintuitive, but it works if we understand the problems of women. So look, if you got any questions, or if you need any help with a specific situation that you're in right now, follow me on IG. My IG is King TY, KINGTWHY. The little thing that you see at the bottom left hand corner, that's how you spell it, KINGTWHY. Just go ahead and follow me. Send me a DM. I am not responding to no DMs to people who don't follow me because I'm trying to build up my IG. I'm answering your questions for free and putting my work into the game because I plan to be around for a while. So like I said, follow me on IG, KINGTY. Follow me and send me a DM, and I'm gonna help you the best way I can. Yeah, I did.